For millennia, meat has held a place of honor on the human plate, symbolizing not just nourishment, but also power and survival. From the earliest hunter-gatherers who relied on the hunt for survival to modern culinary traditions that celebrate meat in various forms, it has been more than sustenance. It has signified prosperity, fueled our evolution, and shaped our cultural identities, becoming a central element in rituals, celebrations, and daily life. But what if, in a world grappling with environmental concerns and ethical dilemmas, we reevaluate this age-old relationship with meat? The impact of meat production on deforestation, greenhouse gas emissions, and animal welfare cannot be ignored. The question, "What if you never ate meat?" is no longer a fringe thought experiment. It's a serious consideration for many, driven by health, environmental, and ethical reasons. It's a question whispered in supermarket aisles, stocked with plant-based alternatives, debated in classrooms, and wrestled with at dinner tables worldwide. The shift towards plant-based diets is gaining momentum. This essay delves into the multifaceted implications of a meat-free world, weighing the potential benefits against the challenges, and encouraging readers to ponder their own dietary choices. The benefits of a plant-based diet are numerous, from improved health to reduced environmental impact. Meat consumption, once a necessity for survival, is now a complex equation with implications for our health, the environment, and the ethical treatment of animals. The modern world presents us with new choices and responsibilities. As we move further into the 21st century, understanding the role of meat in our lives is more critical than ever before. The decisions we make today will shape the future of our planet and our well-being. The journey towards a more sustainable and compassionate future might just begin with what we choose to eat. By embracing plant-based options, we can contribute to a healthier planet and a more ethical world. Our ancestors relied heavily on meat for their survival, hunting and scavenging to secure this vital resource. Meat provided essential nutrients like vitamin B12 and iron, which were crucial for their health and development. These nutrients were scarce in their predominantly plant-based diets, making meat an indispensable part of their nutrition. Hunting and scavenging for meat not only shaped their social structures but also played a significant role in the development of our brains, contributing to our cognitive evolution. Today, however, the way we access meat has changed dramatically. Most of us now get our meat from supermarkets. We no longer need to stalk our prey in the wild. Instead, we find neatly packaged cuts in the aisles of grocery stores. Supermarkets overflow with packaged cuts, often divorced from the reality of their origins, making it easy to forget where our food comes from. This disconnect allows us to conveniently overlook the ethical and environmental costs associated with modern meat production, including issues like factory farming and deforestation. While meat was once crucial for our evolution, providing essential nutrients and energy, the question arises: is it still essential for our modern lives? We have evolved into a species capable of sourcing essential nutrients from a diverse range of plant-based foods, thanks to advancements in agriculture and nutrition science. This raises the intriguing possibility that meat, once a cornerstone of our diet, might now be more of a choice than a necessity, as we explore new ways to nourish ourselves sustainably. Meat is a concentrated source of protein, iron, and vitamin B12, nutrients crucial for energy production, oxygen transport, and cell function. Deficiencies in these nutrients can lead to fatigue, anemia, and neurological problems. However, a well-planned plant-based diet can provide all these nutrients without the saturated fat and cholesterol found in meat. Legumes, tofu, nuts, and seeds are excellent sources of plant-based protein. Dark leafy greens, fortified cereals, and dried fruits offer iron. Vitamin B12, often cited as a concern for vegetarians and vegans, can be readily obtained through fortified foods like plant milk and nutritional yeast. It's entirely possible to thrive on a plant-based diet, says Dr. Neil Barnard, founder of the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine. With careful planning and attention to nutrient intake, individuals can meet their nutritional needs without consuming meat. The environmental impact of meat production is undeniable. From deforestation to create grazing land to the methane emissions from livestock, meat production leaves a heavy footprint on our planet. Livestock farming is a major contributor to greenhouse gas emissions, water pollution, and biodiversity loss. Shifting towards a plant-based diet could significantly reduce our environmental impact. A study by Oxford University found that a global shift to a vegan diet could reduce food-related greenhouse gas emissions by 70%. Reducing meat consumption, even modestly, can free up land for reforestation, alleviate pressure on water resources, and help mitigate climate change. Choosing plant-based alternatives, even occasionally, can be a powerful step towards a more sustainable future. Every plant-based meal makes a difference. Section 5, Chapter 4, The Ethics of Eating Animals. For many, the ethical implications of eating animals are at the heart of the meat-free debate. Factory farming practices, often characterized by intensive confinement, inhumane treatment, and the use of antibiotics, raise serious ethical questions about our relationship with animals. Choosing a meat-free diet can be seen as a way to align our food choices with our values. By reducing or eliminating our demand for animal products, we can take a stand against factory farming practices and advocate for more humane treatment of animals. The ethical considerations extend beyond factory farming. The fishing industry, with its bycatch of non-target species and damage to marine ecosystems, also raises ethical concerns. Exploring plant-based seafood alternatives can be another step towards a more compassionate and sustainable food system. Section 6, Chapter 5, Meat and Culture, a Complex Relationship. Meat is deeply intertwined with cultural traditions and celebrations worldwide. From holiday roasts to backyard barbecues, meat often takes center stage. It can be a symbol of hospitality, a source of comfort food, and a way to connect with heritage. Shifting away from meat requires navigating these cultural norms and finding new ways to celebrate and connect. It might involve adapting traditional recipes, exploring new plant-based cuisines, and engaging in conversations about the reasons behind dietary choices. The cultural shift towards plant-based eating is already underway. Vegan festivals are popping up globally, plant-based restaurants are gaining popularity, and more people are incorporating meat-free days into their routines. This cultural shift is challenging traditional norms and opening up a world of culinary possibilities. Section 7, Chapter 6, The Rise of Meatless Meat. The rise of plant-based meat alternatives is revolutionizing how we think about meat. These products are not just for vegetarians or vegans anymore. They are becoming mainstream. From juicy burgers to sizzling sausages, the variety and quality of these products have improved dramatically. These innovative products are crafted from plant-based ingredients like soy, pea protein, and mushrooms. These ingredients are carefully selected and processed to mimic the taste and texture of meat. The goal is to create a product that is as close to the real thing as possible, making it easier for people to make the switch. Beyond Meat and Impossible Foods are leading the charge in this industry, setting high standards for taste and quality. But supermarkets are now flooded with a dizzying array of plant-based options, making it easier than ever to find a meatless alternative that suits your taste. From chicken nuggets to ground meat crumbles, the options are expanding rapidly. These alternatives offer a way to enjoy familiar flavors and textures while reducing the environmental and ethical impact associated with traditional meat production. They are not just a trend, but a significant shift in our food culture. While plant-based meat alternatives are not a perfect solution, they represent a significant step towards a more sustainable and compassionate food system. They help reduce the demand for factory farming, which is often criticized for its environmental and ethical issues. As technology advances and production costs decrease, these meatless options are becoming increasingly accessible and appealing to a wider range of consumers. The future of meatless meat looks promising, with more people willing to try and adopt these alternatives, contributing to a healthier planet and a more ethical food system. Section 8, Chapter 7, Finding Your Own Dietary Path. The decision of whether or not to eat meat is deeply personal. There's no one-size-fits-all answer. Factors like health goals, environmental concerns, ethical beliefs, cultural background, and personal preferences all come into play. Some might choose to eliminate meat entirely, embracing a vegan or vegetarian lifestyle. Others might adopt a flexitarian approach, reducing their meat consumption and incorporating more plant-based meals into their diet. The key is to find a way of eating that aligns with your values and supports your overall well-being. The beauty of food is its ability to bring people together. Engaging in open and respectful conversations about dietary choices can foster understanding and inspire positive change. It's not about judging others' choices, but about creating a space for dialogue and shared learning. Section 9. Conclusion: a future without meat. Imagining a future where meat is no longer a staple on our plates raises both challenges and exciting possibilities. It prompts us to rethink our relationship with food, our environment, and the other creatures we share this planet with. A meat-free world doesn't necessarily mean a world devoid of the flavors and traditions we cherish. It presents an opportunity to explore diverse culinary landscapes, embrace innovative food technologies, and redefine our cultural narratives around food. The future of food is not about absolutes. It's about making conscious choices. Whether you choose to reduce your meat consumption, explore plant-based alternatives, or continue eating meat, the key is to be informed, compassionate, and open to new possibilities. Our choices today will shape the world we create for tomorrow.